saw someone say, downgrade has to be steady. Bitch, I am richer than I've ever fucking been.
I just can't believe TKO let me go just like that. It's like everything I've done in WWE was all a joke.
For me, I always feel attached to the characters, so it's always difficult to say goodbye.
And I was just like, this is life-changing money, but like sometimes the money can't buy happiness, and I know some people are gonna call me stupid for that.
So it seems like former WWE divas are finally speaking out against what's really happening in the WWE. And some of them are choosing AEW or other promotions, even when WWE offered them big money to stay. Before we get started, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss another upload.
I just can't believe TKO let me go just like that. It's like everything I've done in WWE was all a joke. This release is the most humiliating moment of my life. They took away all my dignity. I never got to say goodbye to my fans face to face. Not even one formal warning or heads up. They just dropped my name online with the talent cut list, nailed me in shame, and let everyone talk down on me. I held the WWE Women's United States Championship for just 68 days. I could have done so much more, traveling the world and proving my value. But I never got a real storyline. I begged for proper matches, yet was left running around social media looking crazy. In the end, a rookie stepped in and took everything from me with ease. What chills me to the bone is that TKO didn't only cut me, they fired the love of my life too. If they never planned to give him real TV time or big storylines, if they were never gonna treat us fairly, why bring him back at all? Why give us fake hope from the start? Thank you to every fan who supported me this whole time. You guys gave me the strength to keep fighting, but I will never come back to WWE. Not ever.
You know why I know that you're a person who's willing to bet on yourself? You don't see people leave the WWE
No.
to go to a company like AEW. So I would think it's like the other way around. Like WWE is like the top of the top, right?
That's usually how it used to be, but now it's not. Wrestling has become bigger than ever. And now that there's a second brand like this, like AEW, who's here to disrupt this industry, disrupt the business, it's been amazing. Next week, we're going to be celebrating 5 years of AEW. We're beating out WCW, and fans online are getting mad about that every single day, but it's the best it's ever been. And it's the most talked about that professional wrestling has ever been talked about in this industry of the world. So it's the best time to be a fan and to be a professional wrestler in the sport.
Why'd you leave WWE, though?
I left for many different reasons. A lot of personal stuff happened with myself and the chairman at the time. And I didn't like how he talked to me and how I was, just talked down to. And I was like, you know what? It's time to legit listen to your soul and your heart. There was a light that came to me one day, and I just left WWE. And my guides told me, and I'm guided to being a 2-time champion at AEW.
So you see somebody like Vince McMahon. He's got a sexual abuse suit, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm not the lawyer. I don't know, something like that.
But he used to talk to you crazy?
Yeah, a little crazy. That day he would talk to me a little crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was enough to be like, I'm out.
It was enough for my source of light to come into my body and be like, you know what, if you stay, that's not okay. This is for the rest of your life. And what are you going to teach your kids? What are you going to teach just people? If you're feeling like this from words after being here for 10 years, you got to stand up for yourself. And that's what I did. There's a light, the same light that came to me when I was 10 years old, being like, this is your sole purpose. This is what you're going to do. Another light came to me and being like, you got to walk away and do something better for yourself. So,
and there was no protection for you guys, for wrestlers, especially for female wrestlers at all?
No, but we're changing that every day. I'm changing that every day for women's wrestling. Yeah.
So there was no human resources over there that could be like, you could complain?
We went to everybody, and no.
Damn.
Would you ever go back to WWE if they offered you like the right bag and they said, hey, we're going to give you back we're going to let you have your real name, we'll give you back the rights to Sasha Banks?
After the way that AEW has been treating me?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think so. I feel like I have the best relationship with AEW right now, and it's legit. I'm living my dreams, and it's the best place I've ever been mentally and physically, and to be able to have new dreams after being in the industry for 14 years, it's the best feeling in the world. So AEW.
Was it hard to say goodbye to that character? Because I feel like all of the Wyatt Six getting released was very unexpected.
It was unexpected. It was unexpected. And for every character I've played, whether it be Sanity, whether it be Nikki ASH,
even Nikki Storm, when I said goodbye to her in 2016, before I joined WWE, and Abby the Witch, you always feel, for me, I always feel attached to the characters. So it's always difficult to say goodbye. You know, with WWE, I was there for 10 years. I got to travel the world. I got to make amazing friends, make these incredible friendships with people like Sarah Schreiber, with people like Julia. And I get to take them forever, you know. And with WWE, I was there for 10 years. So it's always hard to say goodbye to such a substantial, significant chapter in your life. And that being said, I'm so excited for my next chapter, and I'm so excited for what's next for myself. And I can't wait to go out to the world and go out to the galaxy, you know. So it's it was unexpected, and it's always hard to say goodbye to a character and people that you become, you know, so bonded with. You know, myself and Dexter and Joe Gacy, Bo Dallas and Eric Rowan, like, we've shared something that I don't know if anyone will, you know, ever be able to relate to, the five of us sharing this experience. So it's always hard to say goodbye, but I think I don't ever want to be stuck in the past. You know, it was a great 10 years, but I'm also excited for the next 10 years.
Did you know you were going to be okay?
To be honest, I was tussling with the decision to even re-sign. I wasn't doing anything, and I wasn't happy with not doing anything. I wasn't happy with staying at home. I wanted to get out there. I had multiple conversations with really good friends and my husband, and I was like, what if they offer me something and I just don't accept it? Like, I had this whole speech planned of like going to Hunter and saying like, hey Hunter, I love working for WWE so much. I don't know that I'm going to get the opportunity to prove that I can be a main player here. Maybe like you let me go when my contract ends, and then if I absolutely kill it, you offer me that same contract that you're offering me right now in 6 months. That never came because we never went into negotiations. They just told me that they weren't renewing my contract. But honestly, I don't think that I'm gonna have the balls to say that, just because I didn't know that if I could take that risk. Not renewing my contract made that hard decision for me.
You know, I had already chosen not to resign. So there were a lot of factors that I kind of knew that my release was coming.
And when was your contract up?
My contract was up in April. They had offered me a ton of money to stay at one point in time. And I was just like, it was life-changing, like money. And I was just like wow.
We're talking double, triple what you're making?
Probably 5 times what I was currently making. Wow. At that time. And I was just like, this is life-changing money. But like, sometimes the money can't buy happiness. And I know some people are going to call me stupid for that. I couldn't believe the money that they were offering me because I was so unhappy. But I was just like, no, like, some things you don't do for money. Some things you do for the passion and the love of what we do.
Bounce back from that.
I had a moment where I wasn't sure in my abilities anymore because I was gone for a year and a half. I had a major injury on live TV, and I was just thinking maybe it's time for me to figure something else out. So I had to really sit with that for a little bit, and I was debating, like, do I go down maybe a coaching route? Do I go on the indies, or do I just see what's available after my 90 days are up and see what happens? And ultimately, I decided to choose to continue performing because I feel like I'm only 32. So if I went the coaching route, I don't think I would be satisfied. You know, I got to do it at least one more time and see where I could really land. And that's the other thing is, now that I see all of my stakes from WWE and living those out, now it clicks to me a little bit more of like, oh, I was really holding myself back. I was stepping on eggshells. I didn't want to push the limit a little bit more because I was scared of getting in trouble. So I don't want to do that anymore. I want to go be me and just have fun and enjoy the journey. That's what I ultimately want. I just want to have fun and let creativity flow.
When I'm done wrestling, you'll never see me again.
That's it. You're done.
Like, you'll never see me in any other capacity, or in any other company, for that matter.
This is AEW, is it for you?
Exclusive. And then,
exclusive.
Like, I will vanish with that. And
wow.
There's no, like, encore. This is it.
This is it. This run is it.
Yeah. I'm not doing anything else. Like, where would I go? What would I do? Because I'm on a long deal for AEW. Like, I'm, like, signed my life to AEW.
You're locked in.
How much time do you have left there?
I'm on a 5-year deal, and I can't remember how long. But I'm a lifer for AEW. There's no, like, oh, well, I'll see what happens.
I know what you feel like. I always thought that in ECW until something happened that I never would have thought would have happened. But yeah, I know
That does
exactly
happen a lot
what
in
you
wrestling,
feel.
though. Yes,
But-
random crazy shit happens. But as of now, AEW for life.
For you, the other side, where you were in WWE and you weren't happy there, that's no longer. You'd never be an option again. You didn't like.
And that's no offense to them. I think they're great. And I understand them for exactly what they are. They're a machine, they're a business, and I just don't fit in with their whole shtick, and that's cool. And it's like I love it, and I love a lot of the people that work there. And it's like, yes, get that money, get that power. But, I mean, realistically, in my life, like, that's it. I'm not going to, like, how old can I do this? How long can I do this? I don't know.
Yeah, you're definitely getting old. We've established that.
I am, yeah. Withered.
You are not withered.
But I could do another 20 years with AEW.
Okay, hell yeah, absolutely.
You never know what's going to happen. And I'm just going to...
I have so many opportunities thanks to Women's Champion. WWE Women's Tag Team Champion. I am so happy. I'm one of the happiest of women. I have been lonely until she came to the main roster.
Kylie Sane, former NXT Women's Champion.
マジで寂しかったもん。いやでも助かってたし。Oh, I miss you! マジで。本当に寂しい。You are not awesome experience for me. I will never forget. Devotion for me. I very, very appreciate everyone.
I just saw someone say, downgrade has to be studied. Bitch, I am richer than I've ever fucking been, putting on the greatest matches that I've ever had. So should the... I hate stupid people. I hate stupid people. I'm living my best life. The greatest life ever. It's an upgrade, baby. Because I went forward and I didn't go back. It's the best feeling ever. To be rich in spirit, rich in your bank account, and just rich in life. It's the best.
The WWE, I don't think I was told what to do enough. I wasn't told to do anything, actually.
Which is?
I wasn't told, like, I mean, obviously you're told what to do in a certain, in a certain circumstance, but overall, like, I don't feel like I was told what to do enough.
So you feel like you weren't given enough direction.
Yeah, I mean, like there's direction in things like, this is how you do it on, this is what you do on television, this is cameras. But then, like as in regards to a character, no, I was never like, I mean, they would write promos, but like I was just kind of, just did it.